I've been a Chronicle reporter for the last 10 years, and for 2 years in the 1980s, I was a Chronicle paperboy. And today, I am back on the job. That's the house I grew up in. I've got my old school bike. I had an older sister, so we had a lot of hand-me-downs. It is a girl's bike. Cassette player, not the one I use, but same idea. And this is the exact tape I would have been playing on my route. The Time, Ice Cream Castles, The Bird, Jungle Love, a lot of good stuff on this. And then at the end of this exercise, 5 blocks down that way, I will be at the Burlingame train station, across the street actually, at Royal Donut Shop, eating donut holes, because that's what I would have done in 1983. I love my job, I'm not afraid of the changing times, but I can't remember feeling closer to the readers than when I was delivering the Chronicle to 65 of my neighbors. And I'm going to do it one more time. Okay, I'm quickly realizing 2 things. One, I have an amazing memory for what houses were on my route. I think I'm hitting about 90% of the original route. And the other thing is that my paper throwing abilities have completely gone to crap. I've already adjusted to more of a Rick Barry underhand throwing method. That's the way I think Shaq should throw papers if he ever becomes a paper boy. The overhand, I was hitting bushes and I was worried I was going to break a window. So I'm about halfway done. Let's finish this thing up. Okay, that guy was not on my route, but I wanted to give him a paper anyway. Every paper boy had the can't find my checkbook guy, and that house over there was my can't find the checkbook guy. The guy who, oh, I don't have my money, oh, come back later, and then I start getting uncomfortable about it, and always awkward going there, but now I realize that he was just a cheap bastard, and it wasn't my fault. I'm going to deliver the paper anyway, though, because it's my job. I have a job to do. I take it seriously, and that house has probably changed ownership 3 or 4 times in the last 27 years. So, not bad. I remember the first bylines I read were San Francisco Chronicle movie critics. I'd read them on my porch before I delivered the route. And then I'd take my paper out money, go to a theater about a mile from here. And I remember I would write movie reviews in my head on the way home. I don't know where newspapers are going to be in 10 years. It's a little dicey from an employment point of view, but we have more tools than ever now to tell stories. And honestly, I'm excited that 20 or 30 years from now, I'm going to be able to look back and say, you know, I was part of certainly the biggest change in recent journalism history. That was a good one, about 3 feet from the porch. I think I still got it. So that was my paper route, and now I want to see yours. I want you to send me an email. Let me know a little bit about your old Chronicle paper route, a little bit about growing up in the Bay Area, and I will meet you at your old house or wherever you want to meet. I'll bring the papers. We'll have the Chronicle trucks drop a big stack by. All you have to do is bring a bike. You can borrow my bag. If you've got your old Chronicle paper route agreement, make sure you bring that too. We want to be official. And I'll even spring for the donut holes. Thanks for coming along with me.